Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 20 of the Newcastle career mode here on FIFA 19. Today we have the final two games of the Premier League season. It's Liverpool at home, followed by Fulham away. We've had, all things considered, a very successful first season here at Newcastle. We were expecting, even halfway through the season, to be embroiled in a relegation fight. We had an upturn of form briefly, and that brief spell has been enough to see us safe, very much so. We are 11 points clear of the relegation zone, and as you can see, West Ham, Bournemouth, Brighton, Southampton, etc. have all played an extra game than us as well. There are still some that have 3 games left to play, including Watford and today's first opponents, Liverpool, who are in 7th. So the title is still very much up for grabs, and the Champions League spots are still very much up for grabs. We are pushing to stay in 10th and hopefully keep our top half position. Can't quite believe that we're in a top half position. We're only there because Burnley lost on match day 36. They were one place above me at the end of the last episode, and they have subsequently dropped down to 11th. So if we win both of our games today, providing we win them by the same margin or a bigger margin than Burnley, then we will be finishing in the top half with Newcastle. I did not expect that to happen at the beginning of the season, and I don't think any of us thought that it was going to happen at the beginning of the season. So we're very, very pleased. Ruben Loftus-Cheek has won April Player of the Month, and as such, I've put him into the starting lineup ahead of John Joe Shelby for this game against Liverpool. Just sort those kits out, thank you. And then we will play the final game of the season and hopefully end on a high. Thank you for your support over the weekend. As you know, I was away from home, so I had to record a number of videos ahead of time. Thank you for your continued support whilst I was away from home. But we are back now and we'll be cracking on. There's, of course, this episode now. Then we'll have a season roundup tomorrow with some transfer plans for Season 2. And Season 2 will start on Wednesday. And, of course, we'll have my player tomorrow night as well, as always. So there's a lot to be done with this side in the off-season, in pre-season. But for now, we're going to concentrate on Liverpool and Fulham, and then we'll have a look and see who, in the end, is going to win that Premier League title. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Make sure you sub to the channel so you don't miss out on any further videos, and we'll jump in. Right, Liverpool starting 11. Simon Mignolet in goal. Trent at right back. Matip, Van Dijk, and Ben Davies at left back. Strong defensive line. Yaramendi, Fabinho, and Keita in the midfield with Salah, Firmino, and Mane up top. That's a very strong Liverpool side, other than perhaps Simon Mignolet. So maybe we might still be able to win this. Fabinho, Keita, Firmino. Back to Naby Keita, through to Firmino again. Here's Keita to Firmino. This is a good move from Liverpool. Oh, nice tackle by Jamal Lascelles. Poke that head there with Richie to Key. Try and get that centrally. It will reach Maximilian Philip. Kennedy's come short and narrow. Iosi to Matt Ritchie. There's so many bodies in the middle, and I can't get it past the first one. Naby Keita blocks it well. It'll be a corner. Max will deliver. It's not actually that good, unfortunately. Let's get it back to Max if we can. Or Iosi. Perez driving down the line. Oh, I was trying to cut back there. Naby Keita's defended brilliantly, but rushes into his clearance. Still an opportunity, perhaps. Key will get this under control. And there is a man on the edge of the box here, and it's Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Out to Kennedy. Get it under control. Drive around the outside. Kennedy. Can't get past Trent Alexander-Arnold. We've got them pinned in at the minute, Liverpool, but we can't seem to get the ball into a decent position to score. Trying my hardest, but it just won't drop for me at the minute. Liverpool defending very well, as we expect them to for the majority of the game, but Mane's let them down there. And again, the ball comes forward in a dangerous manner for me. Trying to get around the outside of Trent again with Kennedy. Will stand it up into the middle. Drop to Key, set it out of his feet, let fly, and wish that we hadn't. In there to Key. Oh, that's a heavy touch, but we'll get it back to DeAndre Edlin. Matt Ritchie's made the run. We'll cut back. Work it in there to Ozzy Perez. Short to Ruben Loftus-Cheek around the corner to Maximilian Philip. Drop the shoulder, that's gone very well. And Ozzy Perez is there. Unfortunately, it's well blocked. Ozzy Perez, in real life, scored a goal to give Newcastle their first league win of the season. We're into November, and they just got their first league win of the season. It was because of their in real life struggles that we decided to do this Newcastle career mode, and we've certainly done a lot better than would be expected, judging by how Newcastle have played IRL this year. If Firmino fires just wide. If Newcastle have this sort of league finish at the end of the league season IRL, then it will be a remarkable second half to the season for them. I don't know what DeAndre Edlin's doing there. So perhaps Newcastle fans have a lot to look forward to now that they've gotten their first victory. We'll have to wait and see. Rafa might be able to completely turn it around. So far, I can't turn the ball around to get it into the back of the net. Trent Alexander-Arnold up against Kennedy. Kennedy comes out on top. That could have fallen straight to Mo Salah and been dangerous, but thankfully it didn't. Liverpool, last time we played them, were very unimpressive, and actually we were able to get a victory. And their front three were particularly disappointing. Get that round the corner to Philip. Drop the shoulder, look to bend it, but Joel Matip has blocked it well. In the opening graphic we said that it looks like they've got a strong defensive line, and it has turned out to be the case. It's going to be 0-0 at half time. We've certainly been better than Liverpool in the opening half, but we haven't yet proven that by getting the goal. Free kick for Liverpool just before the hour mark. Not sure what they're going to do with it here, or they're going to play it short. Wow. Salah couldn't have hit that more sweetly. Thankfully, Dubravka was down to it. If the free kick was closer to goal and Dubravka had had less time to react to that, he might well have not gotten to it. Strong save after a very strong strike. Fabinho to Salah. Can he use his left foot to deliver the ball into the middle? We might get the opportunity to from a free kick here, but Fabinho will play on. It's a very good ball in. And I think perhaps Virgil van Dijk at the back post was just put off by Cher going for the ball and not actually getting to it. Van Dijk isn't going to cross it, but can't get the ball off him and keep it in play. Looks like they might go short here from the corner. Salah might take it short to Mane. Didn't. Whipped in. Headed away by Jose Perez, but only as far as Jordan Henderson. Here's Iliadamendi. Fabinho. Henderson again. Liverpool pinning me in the way we did to them in the first half. Cher gets the block in. Iliadamendi, it drops to him, but Dubravka makes the save. Mane's up. 1-0 Liverpool. Sadio Mane should never be winning that header in there. I'm not sure who the defender was that was with him. Actually, it might have been DeAndre Edlin, to be fair. Of all the defenders on the pitch that Mane could have jumped with, it was the one guy that was actually shorter than him. His 14th goal of the Premier League season might just be enough to give Liverpool a 1-0 victory over us here. That's particularly frustrating. To Henderson, across there to Firmino. Mane. Oh, can't quite get to him. Firmino out wide to Ben Davies, whipped in. Cher. That's not the best. Davies flicks away. Mane back there to Fabinho. Across to Iliadamendi. Jordan Henderson. Around the corner, Salah blocked by Max. Liverpool have turned it up in the second half. They've just turned it on, and we haven't been able to deal with it. Andrew Robertson coming on for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Fabinho to deliver the corner. His dead balls were that good. Flicked away though, and Maximilian Philip can come away on the counter here. Fresh legs of Andrew Robertson is with me, but arriving on this far side is Jose Perez. He's taken it in his stride while Ben Davies is trying to close me down. Perez will get the shot off. It's well blocked by the Welshman, and unfortunately it's the corner only. Max will deliver. Not the best deliveries again from Philip Max. Corner. Ball whipped in from open play was much better, but Jamal Lascelles heads behind and wide rather than into the back of the net. 13 minutes to go. Still a chance, but that chance is getting slimmer and slimmer as minutes tick by. Corner for Liverpool. Salah's going to deliver it. Looped towards the back post. Dubravka gets to it, but can only just tip it away. He's Joel Matip of all people for it to drop to. He's turned Callum Hudson-Odoi as if it was roles reversed. Oh, finish from Jordan Henderson. That's game over. Wow, first time, top bins. What a finish. Matip spun Hudson-Odoi as if Odoi was the defender and Matip was the tricky winger. But that is a hell of a finish from Jordan Henderson. He's just run onto it and lashed that into the top corner. That's a great goal. Take nothing away from that. Liverpool on their second half performance probably deserve to win the game. Still doesn't make it any less frustrating, especially considering we beat them last time we played them, although it is a stronger 11 they played this time comparatively to the first game against them in the league. So maybe we had it coming. There's the final whistle. Jordan Henderson's thunderstrike is the last action of the game, really. And unfortunately, we aren't able to get ourselves 3 points that would almost certainly have seen us finish in the top half this season. But Liverpool were the better side and deserved the result. Chelsea beat Watford, but no sign yet as to what Burnley's result was. Of course, we're fighting now to stay in the top half. We'll drop back and see if they have actually played their game. They haven't, and on goal difference, we've dropped below them. So we need Burnley to lose, and to lose by a margin. There's been some calls actually in the comment section to maybe have Wagner be a starting player next year. Not entirely too sure about that yet, although we might consider it when the second season comes around. I certainly will not consider the Norwegian national job, I'm afraid. Sorry. Don't want to do international football in this particular save, but let's crack on. Let's go and play Fulham. Burnley have won. They're on 49 points. Oh, that's frustrating. Burnley on 49, Watford 43, and if we lose to Fulham on the final day, we could finish as low as 13th. If we lose to Fulham, we'll definitely finish at least 12th. Ooh, what's the goal difference? Ours is -2, Burnley's is exactly 0. So we need to win by 2 and hope that Burnley lose by any margin. Win by 2, Burnley lose by any margin. We will finish in the top half of the Premier League. Let's see if we can do it. Starting 11 for you. Sergio Rico in goal. Brian, McGallan, Chambers and Fosu Mensah. Zobnin, Seri and Shibasaki even in the midfield with Justin Kluivert, Vieto and Pabon up top. Can't remember what the result was last time we played Fulham. But it's the team in black and white that we ended FIFA 18 with to take on the team in black and white that we've been playing with on FIFA 19. We'll see which comes out on top. Winner of this game will finish above the other, so there is a lot on the line here. Specifically, prize money wise, could be the difference between being able to and not being able to make a big signing next season. Kennedy around the corner here to Max. Siosi Perez at the back post. Quite dropping for him, but Key. Oh no! It looks as if that was destined for the top corner and it just rose at the last moment. Ki Sung-young inches away from scoring a 30-yard wonder goal. Vieto. Jean-Michel Seri to Vieto, across to Pabon. Getting his teammates just got in the way there. Shibasaki, forward to Pabon. Making the run down the line is Timothy Fosu Mensah. Although very, very loosely given away. Ruben Loftus-Cheek will switch this out to Matt Ritchie, whose pass lets him down. And whose first team football here at the club is going to be coming to an end next season. In fact, even his... Oh my lord, what a goal. Wow, the quality of some of the finishing from the AI this year is top draw, especially the first time hits. First time shots, which arguably should be worse than ones where you've settled yourself. First time shots fly when you get them right. These time finishes, absolutely superb. A wonderful hit. If only Keys had flown into the top corner in such a fashion. In the battle for the top half, it's Fulham and Burnley that are coming out on top at the minute. Burnley look like they're going to be finishing in 10th. And Fulham look like they're going to be finishing in 11th. Unless we can immediately get ourselves back level. Which we wouldn't have done even if it had gone into the back of the net. Tackled by Ruben Loftus-Cheek, but it squirms free to Seri. Justin Kluivert. Oh, hello. That was a little bit unnecessary, wasn't it, Justin? You're only 1-0 up, not 5-0. Here's Zobnin through to Pabon, and it's a good save by Dubravka. It will be a corner. They might look to extend it to 2-0 from the 1. They're going to go short here. No, whipped in. Headed away by Ozzy Perez, only as far as Shibasaki, whose first time hit was very tame and easily claimed by Dubravka. Still 1-0, and will probably be that way up until half-time, unless we can do something right now. Ozzy just knocks that back, working this ball about nicely, but that pass was meant for Philip. Unfortunately, it didn't find him, and that might well see us get to the half-time whistle with the scoreline at 1-0 Fulham. Oh, yeah. Shibasaki to Vieto. Punched long through the gap, but Pabon will reach it. It's a good delivery too. Jean-Michel Seri makes it 2. That's a good cross and a simple finish for Jean-Michel Seri. Conceding a lot of headers at the minute. from back post crosses. Was it DeAndre Yedlin underneath it yet again? Indeed it was. Perhaps DeAndre Yedlin is showing up his weaknesses now at right back. It might be time next season to sign a new, taller, stronger, more physical right back. We have relied mainly on Yedlin's pace for his right back abilities this year, and he is good getting forward, but defensively at times in opportunities like that or situations like that, as we've seen twice now in back-to-back games, he is a little bit suspect. Perhaps someone that's not quite as quick but still quick enough, but taller and stronger, would be more suited to further strengthen the side next season. We will have to bear that in mind when looking into season 2. Ritchie played him round the corner, will stand it up and look to maybe score our own header, but Timothy Fosu-Mensah, who is a taller, stronger, more physical wing-back, gets to the ball ahead of the attacker. Case in point right there. Perhaps we'd want someone with slightly more quality than Timothy Fosu-Mensah, but that is exactly the point we're making as to why DeAndre Yedlin perhaps needs replacing. I'd keep him in the squad, and I'd probably move on Javier Manquillo over DeAndre Yedlin and keep him as a backup right back. But I think right back is certainly somewhere where we need to improve, although the centre of my midfield is 100% my main area of attention for next season. We'll address that in more detail in tomorrow's season roundup and as season 2 begins. But just something to think about with regards to potential for next season. For now, concentrating on this season, and at the minute, after we said at the beginning of the episode that I'd like to end the season on a high, looks like we're going to end it on a low.
Make the change now as quickly as possible.
Inside to Seri, well picked off by Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Player that most certainly has put himself in contention for a permanent transfer if he would like it next season, and if Chelsea would be open to letting him leave. Both he and Kennedy are very much impressed this season. Is that a foul? It is. Couldn't quite get to the ball ahead of the defender, or ahead of the attacker even there, to Marcel. He's going to pick himself up a yellow card as well. Certainly thinking of signing Kennedy on a permanent. Certainly thinking of signing Ruben Loftus-Cheek on a permanent as well. It just so happens that both happen to be from Chelsea. We won't be signing Callum Hudson-Odoi on a permanent, though, that's for sure. Or we'll be looking for someone with a little bit more consistent quality. He has had moments, Callum Hudson-Odoi, most certainly. But I'd like someone that's a bit more consistent in their effectiveness. Shibasaki's gone off here, and Zambo and Geese has come on as Fulham go slightly more defensive now towards the end of the game. There's still 10 minutes to go, and still they have me pinned in here in my box. But rather unfortunately, and rather predictably, with this Newcastle side where we have been very hit and miss this season, winning half of our games and losing half of our games, it's felt like. Oh, we are going to turn home a 3-0 defeat here against Fulham on the final day. Fulham turning up. This is the sort of performance that we expected all season long here at Newcastle. Thankfully, through spells, we have been able to play some good football and get some decent results. But it certainly has shown up the flaws in the side today and proven to us, as if we didn't know it already, that this team really does need a lot of work to get it towards the upper reaches of the Premier League. Now, the board said, and we'll mention this in the season roundup tomorrow when we have a look through the board expectations. Wouldn't let me change player there, frustratingly. The board said they wanted, within 2 seasons, for us to finish in a Europa League spot. So the pressure is on next year. We have failed to finish top half this year, although they said they only wanted mid-table, which we will achieve. But the board want Europa League football for season 3. They want us to finish in the top 6 in season 2. I don't think this team, even with a couple of good additions, is going to be able to do that. So season 2 is going to be particularly interesting. We might find ourselves in a little bit of trouble with the board if we aren't able... Oh, it's a good save down low as Loftus-Cheek tries to get us a consolation goal back. But there's the final whistle. It's going to be a 3-0 defeat. It's going to be 12th place at best for us in the league. And depending on how Watford got on the final day, a 2-0 win for them against West Ham, we may well have finished down in 13th. Burnley lost on the final day, so had we won by 3-0, we would have finished in the top half, but we have not been able to. £130.2 million, but how much did we miss out on by dropping those extra 2 positions. We only finished above Watford on goal difference by 1 goal. We scored 41 to their 40 and both conceded 46, scoring 46 points. Southampton finished bottom. Cardiff also relegated on 30 points. West Ham end up going down. Very surprising with the strength of their squad. Brighton survive, as do Crystal Palace, both just 2 points above the drop. We finished in 12th place then, all told, for the Premier League. And Spurs win the title. Everton were top for so long, but fall away at the death. Chelsea third, Arsenal fourth. Both Manchester clubs outside the top 4. Unexpected. Liverpool down there in 7th as well. Didn't expect West Ham to go down. Wouldn't have expected City to finish 6th. Very, very interesting end to the season. We shall have a full season roundup tomorrow. We'll have a look at the squad and how everybody got on with regards to their growth. And we will most certainly go into a little bit more detail with regards to potential transfer stuff for Season 2. We'll also have a look at some of the other competitions that we were involved in and who won the large competitions that hopefully in Season 3 we'll be able to take part in. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on the beginning of Season 2 in a couple of days. And I'll see you next time.